Tonight's IEHL broadcast is brought to you by Ponte FPV Drone Video, 𝗨𝗏𝗃𝗍's Skate Sharpen, Hockey Central Shop in Krefeld, Germany, Transport Regent, Canada's finest moving company for over 20 years, and 𝗨𝗏𝗃 Photography Store in Tel Aviv.
Good afternoon and welcome back to One Ice Arena outside Netanya for the second game of our Friday afternoon doubleheader between the Haifa Mariners and the Holon Vipers. And we'll see if the 𝗵𝗆𝗆𝗺 show continues into Holon's third game of the season. 𝗵𝗆𝗆𝗆 had 5 goals on opening night. I believe he had another hat trick on Wednesday. And he looks to continue his strong early start to the season against a Haifa Mariners defense that allowed 4 goals to 𝗵𝗆𝗆𝗺 their last time out. Now would be a good time to bring up our goaltending matchup. In net for Haifa, 𝗪𝗪, he's going to look to rebound after allowing those 4 goals, some of which he would probably want to have back. And 𝗵𝗆𝗆𝗺 might not give him a lot of second chances this afternoon. In net for Holon, it's going to be Max Goldberg again. He was stellar last time out in Holon's 5-3 victory over the Jerusalem Capitals. Those last 2 goals coming late in the third period. Goldberg doing a great job of holding off 𝗪𝗪𝗍 𝗪𝗏𝗏 and a potent Jerusalem Capitals offense. For most of that game, his offense doing the rest of the work. Both teams getting ready to drop this puck. Important to note actually that Holon has Charles Gresses back on their bench. He missed last game. Probably had a little bit of night glasses. Still 19 years old. They're old in Torah Tech. They're still without 𝗵𝗆𝗆𝗺, and tonight they're missing Itai Kerner. 𝗵𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗺 throws one to the middle for Stinchfield. Gonna get a stick down on it. So a short bench again for Holon. Stinchfield forces the turnover, but Haifa able to pick it back up. Good play by 𝗧𝗲, trying to get around Shiffrin. 𝗬𝗏𝗧𝗺 picks it up, throws one towards the goal, wide of 𝗂𝗏𝗺. 𝗬𝗏𝗧𝗺 right back on it, has 𝗏𝗀𝗺 with him. 𝗬𝗏𝗧𝗺 shoots, and it's patted aside by 𝗂𝗏𝗺. 𝗂𝗏𝗺 starts the feed, gets over the blue line. Puck moved away from him, but he finds it again. And then he throws number 11, Dennis Ryder, on his back while controlling the puck. That's the strength of Phil 𝗂𝗏𝗺. Not just a player, but also a trainer. So terrific strength from him. As this puck goes back to 𝗂𝗏𝗺, and he'll cover that one up. Look for 𝗂𝗏𝗺 play heavy minutes as he did in the first 2 games, especially with another short bench. So we saw in warm-ups the offensive ability of Charles Gressis. He missed that pass, but certainly able to get things done on offense for the Vipers. My apologies, Köerner is playing tonight. Didn't see him out there for warm-ups, but he's on the ice now with Wiener and Gressis. Wiener pinned to the boards, gets it out for Köerner. Now out for Gressis, he shoots, and it went wide. Spun around by Wiener. Only Haifa sticks there, though, so they're able to get it clear. Gross giving chase. Kaplan will throw it around the boards. Quick change for Holon, but it's mishandled by 𝗂𝗏𝗺 along his own bench. So Haifa will need to reset. Set in deep where it's controlled by Sergei Shiffrin, number 2, in black and green. 𝗂𝗏𝗺 lost in his skates. He'll come all the way back to get it. Shiffrin throws one off the wall. Off the stick of Saunders. 𝗪𝗫 giving him some trouble. But Haifa will control and regroup one more time. Stumped in where 𝗵𝗫 throws it ahead from his own blue line, but then brought by again by Köerner. He shoots one into the glove of 𝗂𝗏𝗺, and he'll hold. Slow start, not too many chances for either team to get going. 𝗂𝗏𝗺 just trying to get warm, a good early save to get the glove working. Face-off controlled by Haifa. Ryder. Down low to Bentov, 𝗬𝗏𝗧𝗺 in the corner. Up top to Ryder. He goes back to 𝗬𝗏𝗧𝗺, but Hayward did a good job of coming all the way back, and he broke that chance up. Bentov into the circle. Now the corner. Looks for an option. Finds 𝗧𝗏 at the top. He shoots one. Pad save. Rebound. Oh! Falk had a wide open there to shoot at, but he couldn't get all of it. Falk will send it back to Vinograd, making his IEHL season debut. Falk the drop pass for Bentov. Now over to 𝗬𝗏𝗧𝗺. 𝗬𝗏𝗧𝗺 trying to get it over to 𝗧𝗧. They were both flat-footed. 𝗧𝗧 can't hold the blue line. 𝗂𝗏𝗺 giving him a lot of trouble in the neutral zone until he'll dump that one in. His team has to regroup on a delayed offside. David Greedon turns it over. Siegel has to fall back. With 𝗬𝗏𝗧𝗺 still in the zone, he'll dump it back in, and Greedon will go right back in after it. Pass up the wall, can't be handled by Vinograd. Now it's taken by Wiener. Wiener over the blue line. Drop pass for Gressis. Can't get a shot away. Amit Bentov sends Siegel. He's thrown hard to the ice by Kaplan. Gross trying to go around the defenseman. Greedon, he got caught up in Greedon's skates. That lets Holon start a breakout. Now Wiener in offside. Looked like he might have had his foot on the blue line. The referees thought otherwise. Come back out into the neutral zone. See a good offensive chance for Nathaniel. He does a great job of controlling that blue line. The shot that time got blocked on its way to the net. Shea Spanier out to handle it. Vinograd of the right wing boards. Can't be controlled by Saunders. Holon dumps this one back in. Vinograd turns it over. Köerner in from the point. Drop pass to Gressis. He sends this one in the air. It's collected by Saunders. He has a man breaking. And on goal, the shot is blocked by Shiffrin. The follow-up chance goes wide. Haifa controlling from behind the net. Backhand feed with a stick now in the air, and that's going to be a penalty. 𝗵𝗆𝗺 had the stick knocked out of his hands. The first penalty of the night is going to go against Holon. It's going to be 𝗪𝗪𝗺. I believe they're going to call an interference. First man advantage of the afternoon goes to Haifa. Collected by Holon though in their own end, and they'll get the first clear. 𝗵𝗆𝗺, a great puck handler. He'll leave it for 𝗪𝗺.
2-minute penalty for Holon, first interference.
Now up ahead to 𝗪𝗺. 𝗪𝗺 in over the blue line. Sends one out in front, blocked by Hayward. 𝗪𝗺 trying to get on his horse, but a good play by 𝗪𝗺 to turn it over. 𝗪𝗺 cuts into the slot. Backhand feed for 𝗵𝗆𝗺, wouldn't get there. Now another try. 𝗵𝗆𝗺 finds it, but not in a shooting position. Back to the point for 𝗪𝗺. 𝗪𝗺 turned it over. Now 𝗪𝗺, he's in alone with Blake. 𝗪𝗺 missed it high. 𝗪𝗺 again shoots one, save made. Blake had it all alone in front, and he couldn't get a stick on it. Wide open net to shoot out for Chris Blake, and he missed it. Now 𝗪𝗺 turned this one right over to 𝗪𝗺. Had Blake breaking, but a good play by 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗺 in the neutral zone to force the turnover. Haifa had a bunch of power plays in their first game against 𝗵𝗆𝗺. It was on a major that they were able to tie the game. They fell down early 2-0, but they scored 2 goals on a 5-minute major power play, tied the game at 2, eventually losing that one 4-3. As Haifa gets one more clear with 37 seconds to go on the 𝗪𝗪𝗺 penalty. Turnover behind the net to 𝗬𝗫r. Spinning away from Gross. 𝗧𝗏 puts him into the boards, but 𝗬𝗫r able to hold the puck in his skates, at least momentarily. 𝗧𝗏 comes away with it and says 𝗵𝗆𝗺 on his way. 𝗵𝗆𝗺 cuts into the zone. 𝗪𝗁 had to hold up in order to not go offside. 𝗪𝗁 will pick this one up. Holon thought they might have the case for a interference penalty, but Haifa is going to ice this puck on the power play. Faceoff will come all the way back to the right of Shea Spanier. It'll be Phil Bushbacher in to take it. Turnover. Stinchfield shoots. Saved by Spanier. Bushbacher picks it up behind the net. Dangles around 𝗪𝗺. Has help from Stinchfield. Stinchfield back down low to Bushbacher. Turns away from 𝗪𝗺. Trying to center her out in front for Stinchfield, but it got blocked away. 𝗪𝗺 can't keep it away from Blake. But now Siegel throws this one all the way across to Gross, and Haifa is into the offensive zone. Kaplan lining Gross up for a hit, but he smartly stopped in front of him and still has the puck. Gross down low for 𝗪𝗺. He shoots. Saved by Goldberg. Pass Angels down in front of the net. Gross to drive. He scores! A blistering shot from Jeremy Gross, the 23-year-old from Massachusetts. And Haifa strikes first. It's 1-0. That shot couldn't be placed any better by Jeremy Gross. Pops the water bottle of Max Goldberg. First time this season, Holon has allowed the first goal of the hockey game. Haifa sorting out a change. We drop the puck. Shiffrin up ahead to Pomenski. All the way over. 𝗪𝗪𝗺 lost in his skates. Pomenski with follow-up. And it was blocked up and into the protected netting.
Goal for number 19, Jeremy Gross.
7:46 to play in this first period from One Ice Arena. Glad you're joining us on a Friday morning or afternoon, wherever you're watching us. Here's Shiffrin. Throws it down behind the net. 𝗪𝗪𝗺 in after it. Has two defensemen to beat. 𝗵𝗃𝗄 trying to help him. 𝗵𝗃𝗄 picks it up. Setting feet in front for Wieder. Big save by 𝗬𝗏. Puck still in the crease, and 𝗬𝗏 able to cover. 𝗬𝗏 looking awfully sharp early in this first period. Much better than the way we saw him on Wednesday night. 𝗏𝗏 trying to win that one forward. 𝗏𝗏 instead comes in to take it for Haifa. 𝗏𝗏𝗺 with 𝗏𝗏. 𝗏𝗏 towards 𝗏𝗏𝗺, has to be patted aside by 𝗂𝗶𝘀. Now centering feet out in front for 𝗖𝗵𝗄𝗆, can't be handled. 𝗏𝗏𝗺 has it, shoots one off the post behind 𝗂𝗶𝘀, and it's cleared out of the crease. 𝗏𝗏𝗺 handles it at the point, sends it down low for 𝗵𝗄𝗏. Hayward fishes it out, looking for his defense to get it clear, but it's kept in by Haifa. 𝗏𝗏 to 𝗵𝗄𝗏, back to 𝗏𝗏, over to 𝗵𝗄𝗏 in the right circle, all the way over to 𝗵𝗏𝗁. He shoots one, he fanned on it. Buschbacher picks it up on the right wing and moves ahead, has Grecius along for the ride. Buschbacher in, shot, he scores! The speed, the agility of Phil Buschbacher. We're tied at 1. Phil Buschbacher has been a one-man wrecking crew this season. It doesn't matter who Holon has or doesn't on their bench. Buschbacher has the ability to turn this game around himself. And just like that, it's 1-1. Buschbacher wheels it to himself off the draw, hands off to Blake. Blake with a shot, deflected behind the net. 𝗬𝗏 with good speed. Sends one ahead for Gross. Lost it in his skates. Kerner sends it all the way down. 𝗬𝗏𝗺 behind his goal to handle it. Schwartz around to 𝗵𝗄𝗏. Good transition out of the zone, but Siegel not fast enough to catch up to it. Holon will send this one all the way back. Icing waved off. Ryder to Gross. Pass missed him, so Kaplan will skate all the way back in his own end to grab it for Holon. Turned over, 𝗵𝗏𝗺 trying to feed it for Gross. Buschbacher, a good back check to keep it away. Out of the reach of Schwartz. 𝗬𝗏𝗺 around to play it. Kept in the zone by Phil Buschbacher. Buschbacher trying to kick it to himself, but Haifa able to clear the zone one more time. Richie Hayward. Wiener let it go through him. Taken away by Saunders, and he'll backhand this one into the zone and send 𝗵𝗏𝗺 in after it. 𝗵𝗏𝗺 trying to center out in front for Saunders, and it got blocked away. Wiener tying up with Schwartz to the corner. Excuse me, the half wall. Haifa trying to fish this one out of the pile. Buschbacher will chip that one ahead of Schwartz, and Holon will make changes. Schwartz to the outside, he'll dump this one in. Saunders going in after it. Saunders has 𝗵𝗏𝗁 going to the point, but Stinchfield broke it up. 𝗵𝗁𝗁 still coming away with the puck, sending one down low for Shiffrin. Shiffrin. Pressure coming. 𝗵𝗁𝗁. Haifa now able to control in the corner. Puck sent around to 𝗬𝗏. Now 𝗵𝗁𝗁 trying to chip this one down low. And now it's taken away by Wiener after some extending zone time for Haifa. Wiener gets around Parasol. Wiener shoots, saved by 𝗬𝗏𝗺, and now it ends up in the corner. Grecius out in front for Stinchfield. It's behind 𝗬𝗏𝗺. 𝗬𝗏𝗺 thought, Stinchfield thought it went in, but 𝗬𝗏𝗺 held his leg to the post and kept it out. 4:22 to play here in the first period. Another close game this afternoon, this time between Haifa and Holon. If you're with us about an hour ago, you saw Netanya, the Bat-Yam Dolphins in a shootout. We were tied at 4 after regulation. Netanya finding a way to get it done as 𝗬𝗏𝗺 puts his glove down along the post and gets another save. Face-off won by Haifa. Comes around to Blake. Golodnitsky trying to backhand this one out, kept in the zone by Kaplan. But Fall coming in to intercept. Tries to feed Bentov with a pass. Hits him. Bentov. Puck got too far ahead of him. And 𝗏𝗏𝗺 covers up. Kaplan now getting into it with Bentov. Schwartz motioning for his team to calm down. It was a good pass that got through the legs of the defender, found 𝗬𝗽 breaking to the net, but this Blake still having words with Bentov. The puck was just a little bit too far ahead for Bentov to control. And now 𝗬𝗏field having words with 𝗬𝗽. 𝗬𝗏field always one to defend his teammates. Now to bet 𝗬𝗽 and 𝗬𝗏field having words on the bench. 𝗬𝗏field looks like he's challenging Bentov to a fight once he comes out of the box. So Bentov and Kaplan will get offsetting minors, both for roughing, and will play 4-a-side for 2 minutes. Face-off controlled by Holon in their own zone. Shiffrin for a breakout pass. Instead goes back to Blake. Shiffrin again. This time he logs it all the way down for Hayward. Pass was ahead of him. Spanier out of his goal to play it. Saunders into the skates of Schwartz. Back to Saunders. And he throws this one right at the head of David Greeton sitting on the bench for Holon. Goes out of play. Saunders on this Haifa team is Jacob, 21 years old, out of Dover, New Hampshire. Played for the New England Wolves and New Hampshire Avalanche of the IEHL, as well as 4 games with the Twin City Thunder. His brother Noah plays for 𝗏𝗏𝗀. Hayward gets this one around. Greeton on his backhand, turned it over. Siegel has 𝗵𝗃 wide open in the slot. Siegel instead turns away from the defender. Greeton with a good play defensively to get back to the point, but not out. A slow shot comes in on 𝗏𝗏𝗺, and he'll hold. Barely a minute off the 4-on-4. 𝗬𝗏field with his eyes on 𝗬𝗽. Now looks like we're gonna have another penalty. 𝗪𝗔 Siegel is gonna head to the box. Didn't see exactly what the call was, but now Holon with a 4-on-3 power play. So 𝗬𝗽 and 𝗪𝗔 Siegel sitting in the box. It's Charles Gressis, Carson Wiener, Chris Blake, and Phil Buschbacher, the power play for Holon. 4-on-3, going to work. Buschbacher walks the line, gets it over to Blake. No shot available, sends one out in front. It was blocked away. Now a failed clear kept in by Buschbacher. He shoots one, a good blocker save by Spanier. Blake back to the point. Buschbacher creeps in, shoots, another save from Spanier. And now Haifa able to clear. Couple strong saves from Spanier. 34 seconds left on the 4-on-3 power play before Kaplan and Bentov step out. Buschbacher over the line, curls back, has Gressis open the other side. Same goes to Blake. The one-timer was fanned on. Falk now throws it around the boards. And with so few players on the ice, that will make it all the way down to Max 𝗏𝗏𝗺 on the other end of the ice. Phil Buschbacher. Kaplan and Bentov set to step out. This will be a 5-on-4 for about 50 some odd seconds. Buschbacher shoots one, pad save, sticks to him, in the crease, they score! Charles Gressis down on the ice, backhands one in. It's a power play goal for Holon, and they lead 2-1. A terrific initial save by 𝗬𝗂𝗍, but he couldn't kick it as far as he'd like away from his crease. The shot got him spread out pretty far. And Charles Gressis was right where we had to be to find an important goal for Holon as they now lead this game for the first time. It's 2-1. Wieder a shot blocked by Spaniard. Vinograd trying to clear 𝗂𝗂𝗇. Picks it up. Here's 𝗧𝗲 with Gross and 𝗵𝗀𝗃. Shot by 𝗂𝗂𝗇 into the glove of 𝗂𝗄𝗃. 1:25 left to play in this first period. If you're just joining us, Haifa had the first goal of the game off the stick of Jeremy Gross. But goals from Phil Bushbacher and Charles Gressis have given Holon their first lead of the night. 𝗵𝗀𝗃 chips this one in off the glass. Hayward a backhand, but not fast enough to clear. 𝗂𝗂𝗇 sends this one down low for Gross. Hayward a good stick check to keep it away from him. And now Kerner moves ahead for Holon. Kerner in over the blue line, drop for Pomenski. This way to Wiener, he couldn't grab it behind his skates. Richie Hayward will regroup for Holon. Phil Bushbacher steps it back out onto the ice and takes the pass. In a dangerous spot, still able to get away so easily from 𝗵𝗀𝗃, and he surveys and gets ahead to Blake. Such a calm demeanor Phil Bushbacher has when he's handling the puck. Comes back now in the neutral zone for Kaplan. Kaplan, oh! What a hit by Falk as Kaplan was entering the zone. A hard, clean hit put on. Forces a recoil from Holon, but here's Phil Bushbacher right back in. Spinning out in front for Stinchfield. The pass away from him. Now it comes back to Stinchfield in the crease, and he couldn't get a stick down. Greeton throws one to the goal, but it was taken away by Nathaniel Schwartz. And the seconds tick off on the first period of play here between Haifa and Holon. One more chance for Nathaniel Schwartz. He can't get a shot away. And we'll head to our short break. Holon leading 2-1. We'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us. We're just about ready to start the second period between Haifa and Holon. Holon holding on to a 2-1 lead. Dennis Ryder shimmies away from Stinchfield. He'll curl back one more time in his own end with Blake staring him down. Schwartz around to 𝗂𝗂𝗇. Outlet pass for Gross. Deflected away by Stinchfield back into his own end. Schifrin ahead for Blake. 𝗧𝗏 now in the neutral zone, off the turnover, hands off to 𝗧𝗏. 𝗧𝗏 all the way over to 𝗧𝗏, lost it in his skates. 𝗧𝗏 trying to bank one up the boards, finds Blake with it. Now into 𝗧𝗏field. Oh, back in front for 𝗧𝗏, and he couldn't get a stick down. Now feet in front again for 𝗧𝗏. And once again, the stick not where it was supposed to be to put that one behind 𝗬𝗏. Clearing attempt from Haifa, too slow for an icing. Greeton off the bench, couldn't handle it. Saunders will get it back into his own end for Dennis Ryder. Over to 𝗧𝗏. Off the wall for 𝗵𝗏𝗹𝗺, picked up by 𝗧𝗏. Now Saunders with 𝗧𝗏 staying on the puck. 𝗧𝗏 all the way over. 𝗧𝗏 a drive, glove save, rebound, oh, it hit the post! 𝗂𝗏 was a little bit too far out of his net. Saunders tried to put that one right behind him and it hit the post. That's touched offside by Carson Wiener. Faceoff will come in the neutral zone. Faceoff controlled by Haifa. It's Ben Hamo. Stops up with two defenders on him, trying to get it back to the point. Charles Gressis takes it away, and now sends it around for Wiener. Head to Gressis, looking to feed Kerner with a pass. He's a little bit ahead of him, so Vinograd will dump it right back in. 𝗵𝗏𝗏𝗏, his grandfather Boris was one of the first ice hockey coaches here in Israel, so an important legacy for number 22 in white. Here is Vinograd. Sending it around to his own blue line. Dump back in. Faceoff called back into the neutral zone. I believe it was on an offside. Puck was sitting on the blue line. Paint's a little bit faded here at one ice, so referees have a little bit of trouble deciphering whether or not that puck went into the zone. It's actually going to come all the way back. Face-off won by Falk. 𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏, a shot. Blocker to side. It's behind 𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Picked up by 𝗵𝗏𝗹 on the other side. Now in front. 𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, a shot saved by 𝗂𝗏. Can't handle the rebound. Falk pushed it wide. Now another chance for 𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. He hit the side of the net. 𝗵𝗏𝗹, good work there in the corner against 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏. We haven't seen him yet in this game. Now he's on the ice. 𝗵𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 cuts to the net. He shoots one, saved by 𝗂𝗏. 𝗂𝗏 looking for a way out, kept in the zone again. Good forecheck by Haifa. 𝗧𝗏, a shot goes wide. 𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 down low for 𝗵𝗏𝗹. Out in front, intended for Falk. Picked off by 𝗂𝗏. Amensky to 𝗂𝗏. 𝗂𝗏 pushes it behind the net. Greeton calling for it at the point. 𝗂𝗏 keeps it himself. Shoots one. Scores! What a play by Phil 𝗂𝗏. And he floats one over the glove of 𝗬𝗏. His second of the night makes it 3-1. You just cannot give Phil 𝗂𝗏 that much time and space in the slot. The defenseman Ryder not able to stride. Even gliding, Phil 𝗂𝗏 is so fast, so smooth, and so strong. Just like that, Holon opens up a 2-goal lead. Blake defeated for 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, beats Vinograd to that puck. But 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 couldn't find it. Now Vinograd trying to kick it away from the slot. Now it's a turning shot by Gressis in the crease now. Puck's still there. Battle for it. And it's finally held by 𝗬𝗏. getting into it with 𝗂𝗂𝗍. The initial shot was, and 𝗬𝗏𝗺 couldn't track it, so I believe it was Stinchfield who initially had a wide open net to shoot at, but he couldn't get it back on goal. We remain at 3-1. 𝗪𝗏𝗺 on the bench. So it's Blake, Stinchfield, and 𝗏𝗏𝗃, the forwards for Holon. Stinchfield staring down 𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗀𝗆. Stinchfield looks like he might want to go. Referee having some words. A little more delay on this face-off. Stinchfield going at it with 𝗂𝗂𝗍. They don't drop the gloves. Stinchfield with a chop to 𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗆 on his way into the zone. As Gross throws one on net, and it's sticked aside. Now ahead for Blake. Blake throws one all the way over to Kerner. It's caught up in the skates of 𝗂𝗂𝗍 and Vinograd for Haifa. Kerner able to chop it loose and send it behind the net. Blake around where 𝗏𝗏𝗃 will meet this one. It's turned over now. Haifa will chop it off the wall. Richie Hayward has to hustle back, being chased by Gross. Battle for it along the half wall, collected by 𝗬𝗏𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗏. He hands off to Vinograd. Benhamo turned it over to 𝗪𝗏𝗺. Quick feed for Wiener. Drop pass for Kerner, wouldn't get there. Now it's sent ahead. Here's a chance for Haifa. Good back check by Loganov. Dennis Ryder trying to get around Kerner, he does. Ryder still with the puck, but he lost it on the subsequent play by Sergei Shiffrin. Now 𝗪𝗏𝗺. Right back into the offensive zone. Double teamed. Finally taken off the puck by Saunders, but he gets it back in the corner. Wiener coming in to help. 𝗪𝗏𝗺 will try and pick this puck up on the other side, and now Pamensky trying to take it away from Schwartz. 𝗪𝗏𝗺 giving chase. Ryder has trouble with it. Gets it around. 𝗪𝗏𝗺 intercepts though. 𝗪𝗏𝗺 working on Nathaniel Schwartz. Still with the puck is 𝗪𝗏𝗺. In his office, feet out in front of Pamensky. He scores! Oh, what a pass by Phil 𝗪𝗏𝗺. And he finds Pamensky wide open. It's 4-1 Holon. Phil 𝗪𝗏𝗺 doing a great job of working behind the net, but he's able to catch 𝗪𝗏𝗃 down along the post. So as soon as that pass comes up top, it's an easy play for Pamensky to get it over the blocker or the glove, whichever one he decides to shoot at. Here's Falk. This way to 𝗬𝗏𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗏. Pass in front of Falk, and he shot it wide. Good back check by Kaplan. Revenge. A great shot. Now Nathaniel Schwartz walks the line. Gives the Ryder a shot, and he didn't get all of it. Now Daniel Mifflin, we're seeing him for the first time tonight, as this Holon bench is getting longer as the game goes on. I guess the early time threw some of the Holon Vipers up. Threw them off this morning, but their team still had 3-1 as Mifflin tries to lay a hit on Ryder. Now it's Haifa getting this one deep. Gritton. Off the wall, not out. 𝗂𝗂𝗍 trying to duck around a check of Kaplan. But now it's sent out ahead for 𝗏𝗏𝗃. 𝗏𝗏𝗃 has one man to beat. It's Pamensky. Parasol. Drop pass for Mifflin. It was behind him. Mifflin stays with it. Gets it back to the point for Blake. Blake sidesteps around Gross. Shot by Blake. Turned aside by 𝗬𝗏𝗺. Schwartz ridden into the wall by Blake. And now 𝗧𝗏 finds 𝗧𝗏. They can't get out of the zone though. Hayward dives to keep it in. Sends to 𝗵𝗁. 𝗵𝗁 a shot. Saved by 𝗬𝗺. The other option on the side of the goal was 𝗓𝗫, but 𝗵𝗁 up, taking himself. 𝗬𝗺 came way out of his crease and made a terrific save. And no rebound. Face off, controlled by Haifa, but 𝗵𝗁𝗏 putting on the pressure. 𝗂𝗏 shoots one and a save is made. Rebound left, another save. Puck still in the crease, it's collected by Haifa. A bad rebound by 𝗬𝗺 led to the second chance opportunity. And now Haifa looking to go to work on offense. It's 𝗵𝗆𝗺. Checked away by 𝗵𝗁𝗏. And he'll pick this puck up on the near corner. Kept in the zone by Haifa. 𝗵𝗁𝗏, good job sticking that one away, and he sends 𝗂𝗏 on his way. 𝗂𝗏 throws one around the wall. 𝗵𝗁𝗏 there for Holon. Down low to 𝗂𝗏. Parasol in there to break it up. But 𝗂𝗏 keeps control. 𝗂𝗏 checked by 𝗵𝗆𝗺. Sent down low for 𝗵𝗁𝗏. 𝗵𝗁𝗏 up top. Shiffrin moving in from the point. Throws one on goal, but it went wide. Puck being battled for in the corner. Now a shot right off the corner, saved by 𝗬𝗺. He left a rebound one more time. It comes back to 𝗏𝗏𝗺. Down low to 𝗏𝗏. 𝗏𝗏 in front for 𝗡𝗏field, and he couldn't get a shot on goal. Flurrying attempt off the stick of 𝗏𝗏𝗺 and all the way down to 𝗏𝗏𝗺. Both teams make changes. 𝗏𝗏𝗺 to 𝗵𝗆𝗺. 𝗵𝗆𝗺 gets some space, feeds one out in front for 𝗡𝗏field, and he got tied up, and the net comes off. You never know what you're going to get from Phil 𝗵𝗆𝗺. Sometimes he'll skate it so smoothly, but that deceptive quality, he's able to just stop, and that forces the defender back, and that creates a lane for whoever's driving to the net to put one on goal. Unbelievable hockey sense by number 26, Phil 𝗵𝗆𝗺. And he's owned this IEHL season so far. Sorry, 𝗡𝗏field sends his man hard to the wall. Follow-up hit by 𝗏𝗏. Underside 𝗵𝗆𝗺. Now it's 𝗨𝗏𝗏𝗏 the other way. 𝗨𝗏𝗏𝗏 sidesteps 𝗏𝗏𝗺, but 𝗏𝗏𝗺 did a good job of staying with him. Now he sends it ahead for 𝗵𝗆𝗺. In behind the defense, as 𝗏𝗏 comes to the goal. 𝗵𝗆𝗺 sends it across for 𝗏𝗏. And 𝗏𝗏 had already gotten behind the net when the puck came to him. Now 𝗵𝗆𝗺 gets around, has Falk with him for a 2-on-1. 𝗵𝗆𝗺 drags around, but a good play by 𝗏𝗏𝗺 to stay with him. Schwartz turns away from 𝗵𝗆𝗺. 𝗨𝗏𝗏𝗏, one touch to 𝗵𝗆𝗺. Another 2-on-1. 𝗵𝗆𝗺 drag, shot it wide. Partially deflected by 𝗏𝗏𝗺 on its way to the goal. Back to the point for Ryder. He bobbles it at the line. Has to keep it away from 𝗵𝗆𝗺. He'll send it back in. Delayed offside for Haifa. 𝗏𝗏𝗺 cross-ice feed onto the stick of 𝗓𝗫. Good play by Nathaniel Schwartz to keep it away from him momentarily, but 𝗓𝗫 gets it right back. 𝗓𝗫 shoots, saved by 𝗬𝗺. He'll hold it. It's a good play by Chris Blake. We're going to see the 2-on-1 with 𝗵𝗆𝗺. You just never know what you're going to get with Phil 𝗵𝗆𝗺. Each time he walks into the offensive zone is a different story. Exciting every single time. Parasol will chase after this against 𝗓𝗫. Haifa able to clear the zone, but right back onto Holon sticks. And now it's turned over and sent ahead for 𝗧𝗏. Drop for 𝗵𝗆𝗺. 𝗵𝗆𝗺 with a shot, blocker to side. It hit the top of the stick of 𝗏𝗏𝗺. That shot was labeled for the top corner. 𝗵𝗆𝗺 playing with 𝗧𝗏. 𝗵𝗆𝗺 spins away from the head, and Greenan sends it to the wall. But Greenan now, 𝗵𝗆𝗺 grabbing his face. That hit looked a bit high. Greenan is not happy, and he grabs a dance partner. 𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗃 still down on the ice. 𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗃 able to get up on his own power, having some words with David Greiton. Two relatively short sliding in the corner. The hit looked a bit high, and he's going to get penalized for it. Let's see if Haifa gets any retaliatory penalties. Looks like it's just going to be a power play for the Haifa Mariners. Down 4-1 with 4:11 to play in the second period. They are actually going to send Jeremy Gross to the penalty box. And now Gross having words with Greiton and the entire Holon bench. Gross, the owner of the lone goal for Haifa in this game. And now it's Michlin trying to beat the two Haifa defenders. Michlin a shot, saved by Spanier. He didn't get all of it though. So the rebound ends up in the corner, controlled by Haifa, and they'll bring it back ahead. Dennis Ryder being back checked by Michlin. Hayward also comes in there. The puck comes free. Lead passes on for Blake. No one there to help him. He has to take it himself. Blake finds reinforcements. Michlin coming in and got picked off by Schwartz. Now a 2-on-1 the other way. Hayward comes back to even the numbers. Schwartz though, drop pass, shot by Falk, right into the breadbasket of 𝗏𝗃𝗺. That's a great play by Richie Hayward in the middle of your screen, coming back to even the numbers for what could have been a dangerous 2-on-1. Instead, Falk still got a good shot away, but 𝗏𝗃𝗺 got out to the top of his crease and made a good save. Vinograd to Siegel. Siegel through traffic, stopped by 𝗏𝗃𝗺. Golodnitsky. Dolkart sends him into the boards. Siegel back in front looking for Parasol, win and go. And now potential for 2-on-1. Bushbacher trying to poke it ahead. Stinchfield's on a breakaway, in on goal. He scores! Sawyer Stinchfield goes high over the glove of 𝗪. He makes it 5-1. It's an amazing pass from Bushbacher, able to stay with it, get two pokes, and have it land so cleanly for Sawyer Stinchfield. Makes no mistake with that one, going high over the glove of 𝗪. Haifa has too many men out there. Siegel goes back to even the numbers. As we have 1 minute left on the 4-on-4.
Goal for Holon Vipers. Assist, number 26,
Bushbacher.
and
Dolkart can't get it in.
Sawyer
It's right back though, and feeds 𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗃. 𝗵𝗃𝗃 over the line. 𝗵𝗃𝗃 has Grecius. Grecius shoots, save made, rebound left. Taken away by Haifa. Here they come over the blue line. We're gonna watch this man. Quick turn by Grecius behind his net to poke it away. Skilled play by Grecius, but it looks like he was gonna ice the puck, but of course we haven't flooded the icings before this game, so it's slowed up. Haifa moves right back in. Wrist shot stopped by 𝗏𝗃𝗺, and he hangs on. 12 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Jeremy Gross and David Grayton getting ready to step out of the box. There's a shot and a save by 𝗀𝗄𝗆𝗺. 𝗵𝗵𝗹𝗆𝗺 to face off with Carson Wiener. Tied up and shot on goal by Saunders. And a save by 𝗀𝗄𝗆𝗺. Both players out of the box. We skate 5 aside. Lead pass for Michelin. And he had it deflect off his stick. Wiener having trouble keeping it in the zone. Vinograd with a good job to punch it out. 𝗵𝗵𝗹𝗆𝗺. Parasol behind the stick of Gross. Vinograd, good step up there on Wiener. He brings the puck in. Turns it over at the blue line though. So Schifrin sends it ahead for Michelin. Michelin, the drop pass. Kaplan steps into one and it goes wide. Schifrin meets it on the other side. Kerner turned it over and now sends Gross on his way with 𝗵𝗵𝗹𝗆𝗺 on his left. Gross cuts in the middle. Shot one wide. Gross picks it back up. Shoulder to the boards by Chris Blake. Now chipped out of the zone by Kerner. That'll send 𝗬𝗏 all the way down to pick this one up. Puck rolling, 𝗬𝗏 able to settle it down. 𝗬𝗏 now double team, 𝗂𝗏𝗆 with Michelin. 𝗬𝗏 able to come away with the puck though. Spaniard's water bottles on the bench, but Haifa able to bring it out. 𝗵𝗵𝗹𝗆𝗺 catching Schifrin flat-footed. 𝗵𝗵𝗹𝗆𝗺 sends it over, looking for Gross, but was deflected away by 𝗂𝗏𝗆𝗺. Dolonitsky turned it over. Blake. Pass was behind 𝗂𝗏𝗆𝗺. Puck sitting now in the slot, taken away by Gross. Gross with a shot, blocked by Blake. Painfully at that. Now lead pass ahead for 𝗂𝗏𝗆𝗺, way too far ahead. Spaniard didn't see him coming. Spaniard quickly decided to play it and he sent it to 𝗬𝗏. Spaniard had his hand up for the icing, but he didn't realize that 𝗂𝗏𝗆𝗺 was bearing down on him. Passing the skates of 𝗵𝗵𝗹𝗆𝗺, good job corralling it to his stick. 𝗵𝗵𝗹𝗆𝗺 in over the line. 𝗵𝗵𝗹𝗆𝗺, a shot! Oh, he missed the far corner. As this second period will come to an end, Holon expanding their lead to 5-1 as Sawyer Stinchfield is going to take a penalty. He hit Ryder way too close to the boards. He's going to get called for a trip. And Haifa will head to the power play when we come back for the third period. We'll see you in about 15 minutes right here. So it's Friday afternoon.
2-minute penalty.
We gotta wrap this up, so we're not gonna flood the ice, and we're gonna play the third period right away. Haifa on the power play. 𝗬𝗧𝗵𝗺 controls with the half ball, back to the point for 𝗧𝗲. 𝗧𝗲 shoots one that's blocked by 𝗧𝗫. Back to 𝗧𝗲. This way 𝗵𝗺. 𝗵𝗺 a shot through traffic. It's held on to by 𝗂𝗶𝘀. Haifa, not a lot of goals this season, only 4 now with their 1 today. But they've had a lot of power plays and are able to move it well in the power play. Quarterbacked by Nathaniel 𝗧𝗲, who just handed the puck off to 𝗵𝗺. 𝗏𝗀 dips the shoulder, gives back to 𝗵𝗺. Now to 𝗏𝗀. 𝗏𝗀 shoots one that gets blocked. 𝗏𝗀 to 𝗵𝗺. Over to 𝗧𝗲. Good play by Ǩăpănski and 𝗧𝗫 to break it up. 𝗀𝗨s. Now back to the point for 𝗵𝗺. Looks for a lane. His head goes down to 𝗀𝗨s, who tries to send that one back to the point for 𝗵𝗺. It was tipped away by Ǩăpănski, and that forces a regroup for Haifa. 𝗬𝗧𝗵𝗺. Looks like 𝗀𝗨s was in offside, no call. Golodnitsky having trouble with it. Nathaniel 𝗧𝗲. Good battle, takes the puck away, sends it over to 𝗏𝗀. 𝗏𝗀, look, shoots it wide. Wanted a tip from 𝗀𝗨s, didn't get it. 𝗏𝗀 to 𗧧𝗲. Drives one through and it went wide. Rebound for Golodnitsky and a pad save by ǩăpănski. Now Michlin ahead to 𝗏𝗏. Short-handed with 14 seconds left to go in the penalty. The drop for Michlin. Michlin in around the defense, in front for Kerner. Oh, what a save by 𝗬𝗫 with the right pad. Kerner did not get all of that shot, but it was enough to force 𝗬𝗫 to make a terrific save. The defense got caught flat-footed, and a beautiful feed across by Daniel Michlin. A better save from 𝗬𝗫 that was team down 5-1. Sinchfield set to step out of the box. Team's back to 5-a-side. Michlin trying to get it through his legs to Kerner. Good play by Siegel. And now 𝗵𝗺 trying to bring it out. Siegel hit over the blue line. Dips around to check, centering one out in front for Gross. Pass was not on the tape, and now a shot from the point by Vinograd is stopped. Vinograd again. Gets it down low to Siegel. Turned over, but picked back up by Siegel. Parasol, didn't see Sinchfield there, and now Michlin's behind the defense. So is Sinchfield. Sinchfield on the left wing, cuts to the middle, has Blake on the follow-up. Blake trying to get around 𝗬𝗫. Now it goes back to the point for Hayward and hit the top of his stick. It goes back to the point where Buschbacher's waiting for it. Hayward sends one around for Blake, trying to feed it in front for Buschbacher. He finds it, but has to pick it up behind the net. Buschbacher out in front, scores! Another hat trick for Phil Buschbacher. He makes it look easy. Just as the goaltender 𝗬𝗫 was getting back to his feet, as Buschbacher was coming from behind his office, that shot beats him high to the glove. Haifa controlling off the draw. Here's 𝗏𝗀. 𝗏𝗀 gets around his man. He's in alone. The puck goes in, but 𝗏𝗏berg was interfered with a little bit. Are they going to call the goal? They are. It's going to be answering for Haifa, and it's 6-2. It's a nice one at that, able to dangle around goaltender 𝗏𝗏berg. Got him completely spread out, then he put it in. Side. Center ice face-off, once again controlled by Haifa.
𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏
Takes the defender, gets it over to 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏. Onside over the line. Shot is turned aside by 𝗂𝘂𝗃. Ryder chips it ahead. 𝗏𝗏𝗃 has a man in front. 𝗏𝗏𝗃 finds him, but it went off his skate. 𝗏𝗏𝗃 was wide open in the slot. 𝗵𝗃 Hayward, cross-ice feed onto the stick of Blake. Blake will get it in deep. Go after it himself. Puts Ryder into the boards. But Nathaniel Schwartz comes away with it for Haifa. As 𝗏𝗏𝗃 moving well. Grabs the puck through the neutral zone. 𝗏𝗏𝗃, drop pass. Hoping 𝗏𝗏𝗃 would come after it. Instead it's 𝗏𝗏𝗃 shooting one wide. Ryder in off the point. Centering feed out in front looking for 𝗏𝗏𝗃. It was deflected away by 𝗏𝗏𝗃. Now in front for 𝗏𝗏𝗃. He shoots one and it got blocked. Bushbacher ahead to 𝗵𝗏𝗁. 𝗵𝗏𝗁 can't dangle around. Bushbacher with the follow-up. And a good play by Ryder getting back, breaking it up off the stick of Bushbacher. He'll wheel it onto 𝗬𝗂𝗍, who makes the save. Face-off one forward by Charles Gressis, but it's collected back by Haifa and they move it ahead. Turnover at the blue line. 𝗏𝗏𝗃 sends it over to 𝗵𝗏𝗁. 𝗵𝗏𝗁 back in front for 𝗏𝗏𝗃. The pass was behind him. Parasol turns it over. 𝗵𝗏𝗁 shot patted aside. Goes back in front for Gressis. He shoots one over the glove of 𝗬𝗏. Loganov kicks this one down low to 𝗵𝗏𝗃. 𝗵𝗏𝗃 with Gressis moving out in front. Gressis turning around, shooting one off the pad of 𝗬𝗏. His helmet comes off. Another good pad save by 𝗬𝗏, but he didn't see this one coming. He got down a little early and got lucky. Gressis didn't elevate that one. One back to the point for Blake. He drives one through, and I think 𝗬𝗏 got a bit of that one before Stinchfield could tip it on goal. Stinchfield threw one off the leg of 𝗵𝗏𝗃𝗏. He'll have to collect this one in the neutral zone. Backtracks for David Gritton. Turned over. Gross curls away in the neutral zone and picks up speed. Gross trying to dangle around Gritton. Instead, Gritton puts him into the corner. Gross picks it back up. Gross out in front looking for Saunders, but he couldn't get his stick on it. 𝗵𝗏𝗃𝗏 taken down. No penalty called. Stinchfield throws it off the glass and all the way down. Parasol with Blake giving chase for Holon. He'll slap it around the boards. But Kaplan there to meet it for Holon. Blake cuts out in front. Puck wouldn't come with him. Now sent ahead for Eli Parasol. Left wing to Gross. He'll dump it in and wholesale change coming up for Haifa. 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏, the only man who stayed on, working 1 against 3 in the corner. Hayward a backhand pass to nobody, collected by 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏. Good forecheck by 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏, centering feed for 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏. He scores! A terrific forecheck by Daniel 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏. Finished off by Itai Bento with a perfect shot right in front of Goldberg, and it's 6-3. So Haifa showing some signs of life despite allowing 6 goals. They have 2 in this third period, and it's a 6-3 hockey game. 7:13 to go in the third period. Bushbacher gets around a check.
Assist by number 10.
Sent ahead for Shiffrin. Shiffrin on his backhand sends Meter for it. Comes back to Shiffrin. Centering feed out in front for Kerner. Couldn't handle that puck. Sent ahead for Bentov with 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏. Bentov down low to 𝗏𝗏𝗃. Sends one on goal, and it's patted aside by Goldberg. Cleared out of the zone. Schwartz will send this puck back in on a delayed offside. Nearly picked off by 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗧, but he slowed the puck down enough for his teammate to grab it. Wiener able to pick it off and backhand this one all the way down. They'll come back on an icing. 6:24 now to play in the third period. Next IEHL action will come on Sunday, where we'll kick things off with a matchup between ＨC Tel Aviv, their first game since opening night, and the Jerusalem Capitals. Both teams in search of their first win of the season. Holon controls off the draw. Michlin. Up the left wing side, 𝗵𝗆 catches up to it. Here he is in the corner. 𝗵𝗆 setting one out in front, and a save by 𝗬𝗏 off the wraparound. Clock is running here. No one there to stop it, so we're down to 5:20 in the third period. That looks like we're gonna have another penalty. 𝗏𝗏 is skating right to the penalty box, and Haifa will go to the power play. Important opportunity for Haifa to make this a 2-goal hockey game with one of Holon's best players, 𝗪𝗏, sitting in the penalty box. They control the faceoff. Set down low, but only Loganov there for Holon. Trying to get this out, bobbled by both 𝗏𝗏 and Michlin, and they end up, the two players, on a 2-on-1. Here's Michlin. Waits, shoots, saved by 𝗬𝗏. Rebound fell down in front of him, so Nathaniel Schwartz will collect. But a turnover. Michlin, drop pass for 𝗏𝗏, and a good play by 𝗵𝗏𝗏 getting back to break that one up. Michlin feeds out in front for 𝗏𝗏, chips one on goal, save made. Rebound, another save by 𝗬𝗏. Oh, 𝗬𝗏 coming up with 2 big saves to keep his team. Possible angle, but 𝗬𝗏 wanted none of that rebound. He'll take the shorthanded faceoff deep in his own end. Shot by Kaplan way wide. Pamensky, he throws this one towards the goal. It's blocked by 𝗏𝗏. 𝗏𝗏 has to turn to pick that one up and send Schwartz in to the offensive zone. Shot is stuffed by Kaplan. And another clear by Pamensky. 𝗬𝗏 thought about launching that one down the ice. Instead, he'll leave it for 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗧. Siegel to Schwartz in stride. Now across the ice to 𝗏𝗏. That one's offside. Saunders got a little bit eager. Crossed the zone a bit too early. Still 5-on-4 for another 53 seconds. Here's Siegel. Siegel a drive and a glove save by Goldberg. .44 seconds remain in the 𝗪𝗏 penalty. But they can't clear the zone. Vinograd a drive and a pad save by Goldberg. 2 players crunch grid into the boards. He's a little slow to get up. Grabbing his waist, he'll go right to the bench. Greeton in a lot of pain on the bench. Haifa trying to regroup. Gross. Trying to feed for 𝗵𝗵𝗆𝗃, couldn't find him. Comes back now for Vinograd. Parasol with 𝗏𝗏 about to step out of the box. Siegel turned it over at the blue line. Now Wiener sends it ahead for Blake. Blake with 𝗏𝗏, fresh out of the penalty box. In front for 𝗏𝗏. Puck's in the air and it goes over the net. 𝗕𝘁-𝗬𝗺 with under 3 minutes to play in the third. They need 3 goals to tie. 𝗏𝗏 ahead to 𝗵𝗏𝗏. Right wing to 𝗕𝘁-𝗬𝗺. The defenseman playing offense. Cuts in the middle, a shot and a save by 𝗃𝗄𝗃. No rebound. Looks like we're gonna have another penalty. Well, timeout first, taken by Haifa. Down 3, about to have an offensive zone face-off. It looks like the referee signaled for a penalty. Haifa's played a strong game, but 𝗪𝗪 not able to come up with the saves he's needed to make. 𝗵𝗃𝗆 has been all over them once again. He continues to dominate this IEHL season. His team up 6-3, cruising to a 3-0 start to the season. Holon, the only team to play games all 3 game days this week. As 𝗕𝘁-𝗬𝗺 controls for Haifa. 𝗵𝗏𝗏 having trouble with it. Kept in the zone by 𝗬𝗺. Now 𝗫𝗠field sends it ahead for 𝗵𝗃𝗆 with Blake. 𝗵𝗃𝗆 in, waits, shoots, trying to get around 𝗧𝗵𝗆. He held his glove down to the post and got a whistle. 𝗧𝗵𝗆 wanted no more of that 𝗵𝗃𝗆 funny business. He tried to just grab the puck off his stick. The referee gave him a whistle. 𝗕𝘁-𝗬𝗺 on his backhand finds 𝗁𝗏𝗏𝗏. Then across to Ryder. Ryder stood up by 𝗫𝗏field. And now 𝗵𝗃𝗆 brings it back in for Holon. Centering feed in front for 𝗫𝗏field. He waits, he shoots, and it's behind 𝗬𝗪, and he'll hold on. That one got under his glove and it dropped right behind his pad. 𝗬𝗪 recognized it and he turned around. These goalies just know when that puck is not in their equipment. They're able to hang on. Clock running. There were too many men on the ice and they're gonna call that. Carson Wiener late getting to the bench as they already dropped the puck. And too many men on the ice penalty for the Holon Vipers. It's tough to keep track of all the line changes with only 2 referees in this league. Goldkart was motioning for Wiener to get to the bench quickly before they could call anything. Penalty box door is open, and Wiener will sit for maximum 1 minute. Now they're telling him to leave the penalty box. And again, confusion. So after all this, Wiener will stay out on the ice. No penalty call. They'll just bring the faceoff out to the neutral zone as we cross under a minute remaining in the third period. Loganov gets to this one first in his own corner. Outlet feed for Michelin. He turns it over. 𝗏𝗏 with a shot. Glove save by 𝗏𝗃𝗃. Falk had 𝗏𝗃𝗃 dead to rights and a strong glove save to hold on to the 6-3 lead. Empty net at the other side. Here's Michelin with it. Backhand's one that's blocked by Ryder. Now ahead to Gross. 𝗵𝗏𝗏 sends it in front for Gross. He shoots one, he scores! Second of the night for Jeremy Gross, and it's 6-4. saw Holon in their last game. Advantage of an empty net situation. Once again, they got burned, and this time it ends up in the back of their net. Only 19 seconds left in the hockey game. 𝗧𝗲𝗺 throws his one to the empty net, and he scores. Another goal today for 𝗵𝗀𝗆, and now it's 7-4.
And assist by number 55, 𝗬𝗵𝗆, and goal by number 19, Jeremy Cross.
13 seconds left in this one between Haifa and Holon. As we near the end of the first week of the 2022 season of the Israel Elite Hockey League, as that one sent to the front by 𝗧𝗲𝗺, but this one will end with a final score of 7-4. Holon improves to 3-0 on the season. Haifa drops to 0-2. And week 1 of the IEHL is in the books. Thank you for joining us this morning and all week long. Have a pleasant Shabbat and Shavuot. We'll be back next week with some more good IEHL hockey. For now, I'm 𝗵𝗵𝗆 saying have a great day. We'll see you next week.
Tonight's IEHL broadcast is brought to you by Ponki FPV drone video, 𝗨𝗏𝗄𝗃 skate sharpening, Hockey Central Shop in Krefeld, Germany, Transport Regent, Canada's finest moving company for over 20 years, and 𝗨𝗏𝗃𝗲𝗵 photography store in Tel Aviv.